I thought I'm going to do him a little black tie because why not?
Oh, it's a big ask getting the focus on that now. Oh, well done. Cocktail stick.
Yeah, up his bum. Well, you've got to put the stick somewhere where it's not going to be seen. So up his bum.
Well, good job.
And that's what he'll look like when he's in.
Thing is, when you have that cockpit hull together, that really does show the size of this behemoth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's what it looked like.
I thought it was 1/48 scale. It's not. It's 1/32, isn't it?
1/32, yeah. Yeah. I've got the 1/48 scale as well. Now, for those of you querying his jacket, there's two differences between him and a normal pilot. He didn't wear his jacket when he was flying. He actually flew in his shirt, which is why I painted his top blue. And his life jacket is German, not RAF issue. Hence, I've done his colours a little bit different.
Right.
But it's all about. It's all because this is just a generic pilot, so it's all about representation rather than getting it spot on. But like the little belt buckles as well.
I love it, mate. I love the whole thing. Shabbat.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking earlier on, could I make that model full remote control with the servos and all the stuff that's done with the others? And I was thinking to myself, no, it's the wrong scale. I couldn't possibly fit it all in. But now seeing it in your hand and getting to see the actual size of it.
They actually make a kit for it, which I've ordered, which I'm a bit disappointed with because he said it'll take a week and it's been 4 weeks so far and it's still being processed.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean like static propellers moving.
Oh, actually flying.
Not actually flying, a ground runner. No, like I've done with the others.
Oh,
space inside it.
I suppose theoretically you could.
The receiver and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah. Because I mean, look, there's so much room in the wings to put. I mean, this speaker's going to be going in there. And obviously you've got the bug because this is the Dam Busters version. Yeah. So this bomb bay is going to be closed up. So you'll have space in there for whatever you want to do. So yeah, I suppose you could.
Right, time to start saving.
Well, I don't know if it's a better kit. But yeah, there's the wing for you. That's one wing. Well, that's not even the full wing because there's a wingtip to go on there and there'll be a bit going on there as well. So there's the rest of the fuselage. I'll have to zoom right out to get that in. So that's wrong side.
Just messaging Lindsay because he's just bobbed out. Lindsay, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
So yeah, there's your fuselage, and that's the bomb bay there. So there's so much room in there to put whatever you want to put in.
Yeah, absolutely doable.
Yeah.
And
don't forget that every April the 1st, Airfix announces that they're going to be doing their 1/24 scale Lancaster.
Seriously though,
oh my God.
If they did, right, even though it's an April Fool's, I'll be first in line.
Yeah.
Just in case it's not.
Well, I wonder if it is actually far off because, you know, they got all these great kits coming out in 1/32 scale. How long before they're going to be having the same kits come out in 1/24?
Well, we move to America and have bigger houses.
Well, yeah.
Actually, over here, they're starting to go to smaller and smaller houses and apartments. I see apartment buildings being built more than I see housing developments go in. And if it's an older house, they're tearing it down and actually putting in apartment buildings and like taking 2 or 3 lots and putting giant houses on up north in like Chicago, Illinois, New York area, stuff like that. They're getting rid of a lot of the older houses and putting in big, $1 million mansions and stuff. But did I just see?
Yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, I didn't realise that kit was that big. Seeing that in your hand and judging the size of it, wow.
Not as big as the 48 scale B52. I'm led to believe. So you'd have to excuse me. I always buy myself a box of macarons every time night before a day off. So tomorrow I am going to the East Kilbride Comic Con.
Ooh.
And apparently it's been confirmed that the Scottish Legion Star Wars Stormtrooper troop thing is going to be there.
Ace.
Yeah. So I will make sure I've got a fully charged battery on my phone, and there will be lots of pictures. Hi, Love Mini.
Yeah, that should be that would be cool. I've actually got friends here in North Carolina that are part of the 501st Star Wars Legion, but I haven't run across them in a couple of years. Oh,
501st. They were the first people to do it, though, weren't they?
Was that the 501?
Yeah, they were the first people to do that cosplay thing in Star Wars.
I don't really know. It's really the reason why the 501st was so popular is it was Vader's Legion of clone troopers, and then when they moved over to the actual stormtroopers, he just kept the Legion the same, if I remember the lore correctly, but I could be wrong. I have no idea. I haven't looked at it in years.
Yeah, it's 501st were assigned to Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker, and then after Order 66 went out, no one really knew that Vader was Luke Skywalker, and they'd been instructed not to recognize that he is not a Jedi, that Vader's not a Jedi.
Yeah.
So it kind of cancelled out for as far as Anakin or Vader were concerned. Order 66 didn't apply to them.
Right.
By the way, we're allowed to talk about Star Wars here. You won't get fined.
Really? Wow. I did not know that.
Well, there's a real for Star Wars stuff. There's a really good YouTube channel called Star Wars Theory.
Yes.
Where it's literally everything that you could think of.
Yeah.
From the franchise.
Yeah. Yeah. That one. And then I was also going to say, what is it? Generation Tech.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No.
I can't think
I think Generation Tech, that's the one that where he don't like aliens.
I don't remember.
That running gag, I think.
Oh, no. He always says, and I believe in democracy, not the empire.
You won't think of the Mandalorian, do you? He doesn't like droids.
You've totally lost me now.
Yeah. I don't remember a Mandalorian that didn't like droids.
Well, that were a thing that were established in Star Wars with first film. Because if you remember when they first go into bar to meet Han Solo,
Yeah.
the bartender kicks out C-3PO and R2-D2. We don't serve their kind, which is direct reference to what was at the time a completely unmade trilogy of films that were dealing with Clone Wars.
Yeah.
It was in that first film that they actually mentioned the Clone Wars for the first time in the very first Star Wars movie. And once again, way too much of a nerd over here.
I was going to say, I don't remember bringing up the Clone Wars in Star Wars, but then again, I haven't watched Star Wars in forever.
It's when, whilst they were talking, when Luke Skywalker goes back with Obi-Wan to his little hut thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where his father fought in the Clone Wars.
Lady Sam, the Down Under modeler, has joined us. Welcome aboard, Sam. And
Hey,
Haunted
Sam.
Railway is off to bed. Haunted Railway, thank you so much for joining us.
That's fine.
Sam, we were
All right,
asking where
Sam.
you've got to. We haven't seen you for a couple of days.
Yeah. Well,
Happy
and on that,
morning,
I'm
Alex.
going to go. I'm going up to the house and going to bed. It's 7:00 p.m. here, but I've been on nights so long that my body doesn't know if I should take a nap right now, which I usually do at work about this time, right before we do dinner, or stay up and bounce off the walls for the next 5.5 hours.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's going to bed. John Alex leaving us as well, saying good night all. Lady Sam's off out to do some shopping. She'll catch us later. And I think actually we'll call it here unless Scott wants to go on.
No. All good.
I'll say good night then. I'll thank everybody for joining us tonight. We've gone on a little bit longer than we intended to tonight for our Friday stream, but this is regular thing, 6 till midnight on a Friday. People come in, come out. There's loads of streaming going on a Friday. Lots of good content out there for you all. Thank you so much for joining us. And please follow the links in the description for tonight's stream. Loads of great people out there, modelers, makers, all, who really do deserve your subscription. It doesn't cost anything. Just click the little subscription button, and you don't even have to press notifications or anything. It just encourages us to do more and keep this content coming. I got to thank Penny for joining us for the last little bits.
No problem.
Sorry, I'm not going on longer, Penny, but I'll do.
No,
this
it's,
all the
to
time,
be
mate.
honest with you, you've given me an excuse to disappear because I need to go to bed shortly anyway.
Nathan Bricks and Bills, always a pleasure, mate. Snowy's.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how did the poll go for JC Brix's next build?
The poll ended up with good point. The poll has ended up with BW Beetle winning by.
Oh, is that a new VW Beetle or an old one? Because I built one myself.
It's the old school one.
Oh, you'll like that then.
Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna
I
have
like-
it's gonna have 3D printed body kit onto it. But Dan's also given me the idea of maybe doing it Herbie fully loaded.
Okay.
So it'll probably have.
It will be worth watching on your channel, even if I have already built it. Then
It will be. Let's go.
Yeah.
Snowy, thank you for joining us. Scott, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Everybody, Mama, Natasha, thank you for joining us. Dan, Quano Man, thank you for joining us. Carl, thank you for joining us. Lindsay, thank you so much. God of Internet Modeling for joining us down here tonight. Back tomorrow at some point during the evening. I've got a lot going on tomorrow. So right now it is good night from all of us. Good night.
Bye.